buck of beer is coming back to Ontario just in time for the Labor Day weekend. In a politically savvy move that is playing to his base, Doug Ford is allowing breweries to lower the base that they can charge, the base fee that they can charge, down to $1. It hasn't been that low in 10 years since Dalton McGuinty raised it to $1.25. But given inflation over the last 10 years, the question now is, how many of Ontario's 260 breweries can actually lower their prices?
Starting on August 27th, in time for the Labor Day weekend, we will reduce the minimum beer price to $1 for any beer under 5.6% alcohol volume. Nobody is being forced to lower their prices, and there'll be no subsidies or tax handouts. Instead, we are launching the Buck a Beer Challenge.
Now, Doug Ford is promising that breweries that do join the Buck a Beer Challenge will get free promotion. Like you often see in the LCBO, the end-of-aisle advertising or promotions in the LCBO magazine. But those promotions don't come cheap. Here's the LCBO rate card for that kind of advertising in the Food and Drink magazine. It says the cost for a third of a page ad is close to $12,000. A full page, $23,000. And end aisle displays are $215 per end. At 660 stores across the province, that's worth $141,000.
These, product placements or advertisements in the Food and Drink magazine that the LCBO has, these things have monetary value. And so here we have a premier that's, cutting income to the very poorest amongst us as a priority, and at the same time subsidizing a buck of beer. It seems to me that his priorities are completely mixed up.
Now, if the breweries are getting that kind of free advertising, it could mean less revenue is going into provincial coffers. We have reached out to the provincial government for clarification. We are still waiting for an answer on the exact cost to the provincial coffers. As for how many breweries will actually take part, we've been reaching out and asking them if they will lower their prices. So far, 2 have said yes, 12 have said no, and that includes Steam Whistle, Great Lakes Brewery, and People's Pint Brewing Co. And we spoke to the owner of Blood Brothers about why they are not participating.
We make a product that ranges from about $5 and up for a 500 milliliter, and it costs us quite a bit for the type of beer that we make here. And we probably couldn't produce a product for $1, so I don't see it helping us. We're just not interested in the type of beer we would have to make to bring our prices down to $1. Right now we make a lot of hoppy product. A lot of product needs to sit and mature for a good amount of time, and we couldn't do it. There would be no profit. We wouldn't be able to make exciting product for $1 a beer. So yeah, I don't see it in our near future.
So who would be able to make a buck of beer?
Definitely larger brewery format. You'd get those economies of scale in buying materials, as well as being able to turn product over quicker.
Ultimately, the big breweries like Molson's and Labatt's would be in a better position to absorb the price drop. We have reached out to those companies so far. We have not heard, or they will not comment, if they will take part in the Buck a Beer Challenge. Now, this is an easy political score for Doug Ford. It's playing to his base and was a very popular item on his campaign trail.